Hello everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're connecting from. My name is Lucia and I welcome you to this webinar organized by Doxity in partnership with the University of Auckland in New Zealand. Thank you very much for being here with us today, and I ask you to bear with us for a couple of minutes until we will give everyone the chance to join this session before we start. Feel free to leave us a message on the chat box. You will find it right here below in the Zoom menu. Let us know where you're watching us from. We're really curious to know. Then if you have any questions, if you already do have them, or something comes up to mind during this webinar, feel free to write your questions in the Q&A box, and we will answer them all at the end of the presentation. If you would like to receive a certificate of attendance issued by Doxity, we are going to share the instructions with you at the end of this presentation, so stay tuned and wait until we finish so that you can obtain the link to access to the certificate of attendance. Tonight we have an excellent panel with very interesting presentations about the University of Auckland Business School, which is a very interesting institution, and it is in the 100 top business schools in the whole world. So stay tuned and discover all about this fine institution in a very interesting location. Also, all the perks of studying in the country of New Zealand. So I see more people are joining. Feel free to say hi and write on the chat where you're connecting from. My name is Lucia from Doxity, and I welcome you to this webinar organized by Doxity in partnership with the University of Auckland. The title today is Your Study Journey in New Zealand. And we are going to have a very large panel, including representatives from the university and also some testimonials from students at the University of Auckland. At the end of the presentation, we are going to answer to all of your questions, so feel free to write them on the Q&A box. Also, at the end, we're going to give you the instructions to obtain the certificate of attendance issued by Doxity. So I see we already have a few people in inside our session, so I wouldn't like to keep people waiting. We know that many of them were there already even before we started, so we don't want to keep you waiting. So I guess we are going to start right now. I introduce you to Anushri Ram. She's the manager of professional programs at the University of Auckland. Hi Anushri, thank you very much for being here with us today.
Hi, Lucia. Thank you very much for your very warm welcome. Can I just check that you can hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
perfectly. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
So it's really a pleasure to have you here today. So now I will just leave you the floor for your presentation. Enjoy.
That's great. Thank you very much, Lucia. And good morning from a very warm New Zealand this morning, or good afternoon where you are. And as we would say in New Zealand, kia ora, which is the traditional te reo Māori way of welcoming people to a meeting. But welcome along to this webinar today, and thank you very much for joining us online. And to learn more about postgraduate study options with the University of Auckland and the Business School. The University of Auckland, you may be aware, is a top-ranked university in Australasia. And it is my pleasure to actually be part of staff here at the Business School. So as Lucia has said, my name is Anushri Ram. You can see it on your screen. It is a difficult name to remember. And it is my pleasure to be the manager of the professional programs here at the Business School at the University of Auckland. So it is really a pleasure to be here and welcome you to the webinar today. Now, whether you are a recent undergraduate, regardless of whatever field you have come from, or if you are an experienced professional who has his early career at this stage, I'm sure that you will find a program that can really help boost your career and give you those skills that you need to really thrive in the business environment, in this global business environment. The Business School at the University of Auckland is what we proudly say is Triple Crown accredited, which means that which basically means three of our global accreditation bodies certify our programs and our school, and they recognize and acknowledge the quality of our programs. So this puts us, as you heard Lucia say, this puts us in the top 1% of business schools worldwide. And so you really can't go wrong if you are looking to really study and upskill with one of the best business schools in the world. You will join us and be part of a very welcoming, a fantastic campus, and we are based in Auckland City, and that's where I am today. We offer a really wide range of services and resources for the students who come to us, and you will hear a little bit more about that in the presentation this morning. The support is not only academic, but it's also non-academic. So it's not only assisting you with your study or any research that you might be doing, but it's actually working with you to help you build on your communication skills, build on your presentation skills, which are really critical business skills for anyone who wants to really work in that business environment. And we have got dedicated staff here who can help you. So as you embark on this new adventure, please know that you will be very welcomed and will be part of a very supportive community here at the business school. And we're all very committed to see our students' academic success. So we really look forward to working with you to achieve your academic goals and your career goals. Today, for this webinar, we think it'll be about half an hour or 45 minutes long, and there will be a chance to have sort of dedicated time for Q&A at the end of this webinar. Today, you will hear from our program directors across the different professional programs that we offer in the business school. The program directors today will speak to you about why you should consider their program, what will you study or learn during the program, and also a little bit about the careers that are open to you when you join us. You will also hear from current students in the program, and I think that is probably the most powerful part because I get a lot of pleasure sort of hearing students who share their experiences, and as I said, it's quite a powerful thing. So once you've heard from the program directors, you will see me here again today. I will then take the opportunity to actually talk a little bit more about the student services, the support services that we offer you at the business school. So please stick around to hear a bit more about that because that is really where we really stand apart from a number of other business schools and universities. I also have other colleagues who have joined me. It's 6 a.m. in New Zealand, so really, really bright and early this morning on a Thursday. So we're Thursday, the 5th of December today. And my colleagues are in the background online and they will also be monitoring any questions, as Lucia has mentioned. Please use the Q&A function to send, I think that is right, please use the Q&A function. We'll be monitoring, and as you are hearing from the other presenters, we will keep answering those questions live during the presentation. And as I said, it'll be about half an hour, about 45 minutes, and then we'll have a good 15-20 minutes at the end of the session to answer your questions live at the end of the presentation. Lucia, when you're ready, if you can share the presentations, and I'd like to start us off by welcoming Dr. Marco Euster, who is the Director of the Master of Applied Finance.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marco Oyster. I'm the Director of the Master of Applied Finance program here at the University of Auckland Business School. Today, I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about the program and what to expect if you're part of the program. The aim of our program is really twofold. On the one hand, provide you with all the fundamental knowledge and skills that you need to be successful in finance. So that's all the financial concepts and theories that you need to understand finance. But on the other hand, also to give you the skills and the tools that you need to be able to apply that knowledge in practice. So our program takes very much a practical approach and there's a lot of industry involvement throughout the program. There's two main parts to the program. In the first part, you'll cover core finance-related topics such as financial accounting, economics, corporate finance, investments, risk management, and financial law. Then in the second part, you'll have the opportunity to specialize in a range of areas, including financial modeling and analytics and sustainable finance. One of the key highlights of our program is that in your final quarter, you'll have the opportunity to work on an industry project with a real organization. So this will give you the chance to apply the skills and knowledge that you've learned throughout the program in a real-life consulting type situation. Not only will it give you the opportunity to apply those skills, but you'll also develop new skills in other areas, such as team management skills, communication skills, and presentation skills, because you'll be working in a group made up of some of your fellow students. So again, I'd just like to reiterate that even beyond just the industry project, throughout the program, we adopt very much a practical applied focus. So there's a lot of industry engagement throughout the program, such as through industry speakers, and a lot of the courses that we offer will include things like case studies and real financial modeling applications throughout the delivery of the courses. One other thing to note as well is that our program is part of the CFA University Affiliation Program, which means that there's a substantial amount of overlap between the material that we cover and the material that's covered in the CFA program. So with that, I'd like to thank you very much for your interest in the program, and I hope that you will consider joining us in the program. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Leo Paz. I'm the Program Director for the Master of Business Analytics at the University of Auckland Business School. It is my pleasure to briefly introduce you to this program. Obviously, if there's any additional information that you require, you can contact our team to provide you with this information. But just to give you a brief overview to know what the program is about in a nutshell, what the main points are. The program aims to develop your skills to turn data that all companies have these days into actionable information for supporting decision making. Such decisions can be about marketing, about supply chain management, it can involve finance, and many other matters that are important to companies. The program will develop skills that are very important in today's industry. We're transforming from a service-driven industry or economy to a data-driven economy. Hence, the capability to transform data into useful information to make decisions is of key importance. The program is multidisciplinary, and that means you will be learning to work with the latest technology. You'll be learning to work in a hands-on way in terms of analyzing data. Your communication skills will be enhanced, and your knowledge of the business domains in which you are applying data and analytics will be enhanced. You'll be working with real-world examples and cutting-edge technology. That's what I can say about this in a nutshell. Things that you will be dealing with during the program on learning about can be things like information management, machine learning, some AI, business analytics, presentation skills, data visualization, storytelling, decision making. So there's a wide range of topics that you will become familiar with in order to enhance your capabilities as a business analyst and give you future assets that are important in a business context. Before you graduate, you also do an applied project. These projects are either in-house projects supervised by a consultant from industry, or they are projects that are organized by companies based on their own company data. Either way, you'll be getting experience in either consultancy type of analytics projects or in-house company projects, which will be a first step towards a successful career as a business analyst. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you sometime in the future at the University of Business School at the University of Auckland Business School. Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jo Wright, the Director of the Master of International Business and the Master of Marketing programs at the University of Auckland. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce you to our exciting postgraduate programs. And wherever you're joining from today, we're really thrilled that you're thinking about studying with us. And we're looking forward to helping you achieve both of your academic and your professional goals. Our Master of International Business program will support you to launch your career in international business. You'll graduate with a deep understanding of the international business environment, and you'll also develop professional skills to help you succeed in your future career path. The topics you'll study will include the international business environment and international business strategy, competing in Asia, and also international trade and finance. Our Master of Marketing program can help you develop the advanced skills and knowledge that you need to pursue a global career in marketing and also in many related fields. Topics you'll study in the Master of Marketing include marketing management, branding strategy, consumer behavior, and strategic digital marketing. Across both the Master of International Business and the Master of Marketing programs, you will study some core business topics such as managing people and organizations, business analytics, and operations and supply chain management, etc. You will also undertake, right at the end of your master's degree, an industry-focused strategy capstone project. This is an opportunity to take the academic knowledge that you've been developing for a little bit of a road test, working out how to apply all of the knowledge you've developed to help solve real-world business challenges. You will also undertake a professional development module. This is designed to help you navigate the professional industry that you'll be working in post-graduation. With either a Master of International Business or a Master of Marketing from the University of Auckland on your CV, as well as a commitment to developing your own career, you could pursue a career in almost any area of business that you desire. Both degrees are underpinned by strategy, and marketing alumni go on to secure roles as marketing consultants or executives, business analysts, product owners and managers, also CEOs and company directors. Alumni from the Master of International Business have gone on to become business and strategy consultants, business analysts, export managers and executives, product and account managers, and entrepreneurs. And that's just to name a few exciting outcomes that we've seen from our alumni students. Alumni across both programs have gone on to work at some amazing New Zealand and global organisations, including Air New Zealand, Fisher & Paykel Healthcare, Deloitte, Ernst & Young Consulting, and other important organisations, both in New Zealand and globally. Thank you so much for considering the Master of Marketing or the Master of International Business programs at the University of Auckland. We're so looking forward to welcoming you here and helping you achieve both your academic and your professional goals. Have a great day today, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello, I'm Deirdre van Zyl, and I'm the Director of the Master of Professional Accounting at the Auckland University Business School. It is my pleasure to introduce you to this exciting postgraduate program. The Master of Professional Accounting sets you up with the technical knowledge and skills to be successful as a professional accountant. The program is also accredited by Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand, CPA Australia, ACCA, and CIMA. You will learn about business decision-making, accounting, finance, commercial law, taxation, audit, and develop business skills in managing people, organization, and business analytics. This program also includes a capstone subject and also a professional development subject where you will learn all the soft skills you need in the business world. The career paths that you can consider includes a business owner, a business advisor, a corporate accountant, an accountant specializing in financial reporting, including sustainability reporting, a tax accountant, or auditor. The type of industry that you can choose to work in is endless, as every business needs an accountant. Examples include corporate business, hospitality, real estate, banking, and education, just to name a few. Thank you for considering the Master of Professional Accounting. We're looking forward to welcome you at the University of Auckland, helping you to achieve your academic and professional goals.
Hello, I'm Associate Professor Maureen Benson-Ray, the Program Director for the Master of Commerce at the University of Auckland. It's my pleasure to introduce you to this exciting postgraduate program. Wherever you're joining us from today, we're delighted that you're considering studying with us. Our brand new revitalized Master of Commerce program now offers a wide range of academic and professional career opportunities. This program allows you to build on the expertise from your previous degree and specialize further in the subject you're passionate about. You'll have the option to undertake a longer supervised research project, a smaller research project with extra courses, or a consulting project with a New Zealand organisation, where you'll be able to apply your research to a real business challenge. We've also added exciting new courses for 2025, such as Responsible Business, Economic Development and Wellbeing, Financial Machine Learning, and Information and Digital Economy. You can choose from 8 specializations in the MCOM: Accounting, Commercial Law, Economics, Finance, GLMI, which is for International Business, Management and Innovation majors, Information Systems, Operations and Supply Chain Management, and Marketing. We have pathways that can lead straight to the PhD, subject to your good grades, of course. Our graduates go on to many different careers: accountants and financial professionals, marketing advisors, business consultants, positions in both small and multinational firms, government and policy roles. Our graduates can be found in many leading organisations in New Zealand and internationally, including the BNZ, ANZ, Kiwi Bank, New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, the New Zealand Treasury, Auckland Council, Fonterra, and New Zealand Wine, just to name a few. Thank you very much for considering the MCOM program. We look forward to welcoming you to the University of Auckland and to helping you achieve your academic and professional goals.
Hi everybody, I'm Lakshmi. I'm from India. I'm currently pursuing my master's in applied finance with a specialization in financial analytics here at the university. One of the main reasons I chose University of Auckland is because it's one of the most renowned university in the country with very good faculty and one of the most interesting programs that I have come across. One of the main reasons as to why I chose this particular program would be, first, I was interested in learning about the applications of finance. And secondly, I really found it interesting the way the program was structured, giving us the opportunity to specialize and also do an industry project at the end of the quarter. With respect to our industry project, we got to partner with a charitable organization and we explored different revenue opportunities for the trust. The faculty here at University of Auckland is really amazing and helpful. You also get to interact with fellow students who come from diverse backgrounds. My career goals post this master's would be looking forward to working in a portfolio management company wherein I could apply my learnings that I have gained from my master's. Some of the advice that I would like to give for the upcoming international students joining the university would be, firstly, make the best use of the resources which the university provides. The faculties are really helpful. Ask questions, ask doubts, and make sure the time that you spend at the university is worth. The program is really interesting and challenging. Give your best shot.
Thank you very much. I was saying to the University of Auckland for putting up this presentation so that you can have an overview from all the perspectives of all the people who works in the high industry. Thank you very much for coming back to the screen. So now I will leave the floor to Anushri to give you further information about the University of Auckland.
That's great. Thank you so much, Lucia. And thank you to all the presenters who've taken their time to create these videos and talk to you guys about the programs that we offer. As promised, I am back now just to talk to you a little bit more about the student support that we offer as part of our programs. So if you bear with me, it is my job to try and share my screen as I have got some slides that I'd like to share. Hopefully you can. We
can see the editor. Okay, now we see the full screen.
Can you see the presentation? Great. Thank you, Lucia, for confirming. As I said, it is my absolute pleasure to lead the student support team here at the professional programs within the business school. And as I said to you before, we have got a dedicated team of specialists, of advisors, career specialists, as well as a team who is business and communication team who is really dedicated to helping you succeed during your time here at the business school. We always say that the student journey, your student journey with us, actually starts from now, from the time when students send us inquiries. And what we've demonstrated here is just how long that student journey actually is. So it doesn't start when you actually get to us. It actually starts well before. And it's a nurturing journey. We really believe that we need to nurture our students and our applicants. And sometimes it takes a very long time to decide what postgraduate study you want to do and what is the right program for you. So really that journey with us begins now. While you are asking us your questions and really thinking about your options. The support we offer then continues to help you through your application process. And once you've applied, you've got an offer, help support you with your enrollment, a very necessary part of the program. And then once you have begun your journey with us, it is all about that student experience and the academic progress. So as you may recall, I talked about we provide academic support and non-academic support. So it is about the academic progress, making sure you are keeping on top of the work that is required at the master's level. But it is also about student experience. It is about networking and coming to events. And we actually offer a really involved orientation program in which our ethos is that we really need to set up students for success, and that really starts with that orientation. As I mentioned, we've got a dedicated staff who helps support our students with their career development. So we have workshops, networking workshops that really train you on those professional skills that are required to be successful. And of course, all our aim is probably the happiest day of the year for us when we see our students graduate. So it is quite a long journey, and we are here to support you through that stage. We have got a dedicated team of student and program advisors. And as I said, they are here to support you through the academic, but also the non-academic side, the pastoral side, and really connecting you to the experts maybe around the university, sometimes outside of the university, who can really help you and support you to be successful within your degree. I mentioned the communication and academic skills support previously. So we have got a team of language specialists, English language specialists, and their core work with us is to really help support the students in our programs with their language. But it's not just the language, but it is actually communication. So it is the spoken English, but it is also your how you communicate ideas, how you work on your presentation skills. So the business communication team runs workshops. These are embedded within your program, and they have a very focus to have students be work ready and employment ready. We also have a dedicated careers support within the business school and within these set of programs. Our students, as part of, you would have heard some of the program directors talk about real life consultancy projects with real life companies. And so our industry liaison staff really work towards bringing these projects into the business school, and then really linking up teams and students with these projects, which are part of the curriculum. Alongside that, we run workshops really to get you career ready and to really work on your own professional skills, which we really encourage students to attend during your time with us. That's great. I will stop sharing my screen. Fantastic. So finally, I mean, this brings us really to the end of the official presentation today. And I'd like to just thank you once again for joining us. And I hope you've gained some insights about all the programs that we offer here at the Business School. You may have seen some messages about links to our website. Our website has a lot of information that hopefully will help you with your decision making. We will also make an email address available to you, so you can also contact us for more information. I have seen some questions come through on the Q&A, but which I'm very happy to answer now. Lucy, are you just happy for me to kind of take questions and just answer them, or
yes,
would you like to close us off?
We have received quite a few questions in a Q&A box. Damien on the back was answering them by written, but we would like to read them out loud, maybe for further information, or maybe, it could be useful for more people. So we actually have
Absolutely.
just one question that just came in. It says, Wada, I am interested in business management. Are there any conditions?
Wada, thank you for your question. With conditions, I wonder whether you mean what are the prerequisites to get into the program. We have a master within our Business Master Suite. There are a number of other programs that you can do. We've got a Master of Business Management that is not currently open to international students. However, you can look at one of our Business Master Suite, and we will provide a link to you where you can have a look at the different programs that we offer. So it is we have got some named programs like the Master of Marketing, Master of International Business, and all of these programs will have some management within those programs. So again, have a look at our website. Our programs are what we call conversion programs. So it does not require that you have done an undergraduate degree in business or an undergraduate degree in management even, but it does require that you have a degree in any field. So as long as you've got a degree and you meet our what we say is a B grade average, you will be eligible to apply for our programs. But please have a look at our website for some more detailed information on the different programs.
Thank you, Nursery. In fact, Damien is pasting the information in written if you would like to read them carefully. And then we have more questions. The first one is, hello, how strict are the visa requirements?
Yeah, I saw that. The visa requirements, how strict they are, it's really, we are always careful to say we cannot speak, of course, on behalf of Immigration New Zealand. However, to apply for a visa, the requirements really are that you must at first receive an offer of study from the University of Auckland. It must be a firm offer of study. So initially you may get a conditional offer with specific conditions on your offer. It may be related to, for example, IELTS requirements or other documentation requirements that we might need. Once you've satisfied those requirements, you will receive a firm offer of study. Immigration will need proof of your offer, which is just your offer letter, as well as proof that you have paid the fees and that you have got the living allowances. On top of that, of course, there are medical requirements that you will have to satisfy, and I think Damien has provided a link that goes into a lot more detail. But really, to apply for a student visa, primarily you need to make an application to us, get a firm offer, and then kickstart that process. We always advise, please allow as much time as you can when you're applying for a visa. As you will understand, these things take time, and generally before the start of a semester or a quarter, because we're a quarter-based program, things get really busy with Immigration New Zealand with the student visas. So we say allow for at least 8 weeks, but the longer that you can is the better as well.
Thank you very much, Nutri. Then we have more questions here. Okay, Wada says thank you very much for answering the question. It's our pleasure. That's why we're here today. Another question here. Do you offer accommodation in campus?
Yes, we have got accommodation on campus. Some really fantastic accommodation on campus, even if I say so myself. And again, please look at the website. There's actually a virtual tour of our accommodation, different accommodations that are available on the website, but also the different residential options, because generally for postgraduate students, especially if you're an international student, you may decide to stay in one of the halls of residence, or there are other options. Students often will go flatting, and we can help support you through that. But there's definitely halls of residence that is available. Depending on your choices, you could have catered halls, you could have not catered halls, and do you want to share accommodation with another student, or do you want your own room within the halls of residence? So a lot of different options, all the cost options are available on the website. The accommodation applications tend to close really early. There's high demand for accommodation, and it just takes a while to process all the thousands of applications we do receive. So please keep an eye on the website for the deadline. I believe it's sort of 1st of October, and there is only one round of accommodation. And you can put in your preference, 1, 2, and 3 of the different halls of residence as well. But please visit our website and look at the virtual tour, and you'll get some more information and a feel for the place.
Thank you. Anushree, another question that many of our international students tonight might be wondering: how expensive it is to live in Auckland? Like, what would a monthly budget for a student be like?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I'm aware that we have got very detailed information on financial budgets that are available on the website once again, and I'm sure that Damien has provided those links. In terms of living expenses, it can be really expensive, but there is again a lot of advice available on those financial budgeting tips and all of that for students. So when you are thinking of fees, what I will say is that there is a requirement by Immigration New Zealand that all students have got a certain level of living expenses within their bank account. And I don't know off the top of my head exactly what that amount is, but that information is definitely on our website. Students will tend to also do some part-time work when alongside their postgraduate study with us. And as part of your student visa, international students are, I think it is now 30 hours of work. It might actually be 25. Once again, please check the website, but there is a limit to the number of hours you can work. It's only part-time. We acknowledge that our students, the expenses are high, living expenses are really high. And so we really want to cater to our students' needs and make it possible for them to attend lectures. So what we try and do when we create a timetable every year is ensure that we limit the number of times students have to come on campus to maybe 3 days a week or 2 or 3 days a week. You would have seen from the programs, a number of our programs have got working professionals who are working full time anyway. But by limiting the number of days on campus allow students to have that flexibility to look for a part-time job to support them as well. And I am always a big advocate of having some work experience. Any work experience is really good work experience, and you will be surprised. I know in my career, all work experiences really, I've learned from it and really gained from it. So I would again encourage to look at the specifics on the website, but I hope that but have a look at the immigration requirements for living expenses alongside that, and please know that there is flexibility and you have the ability to do some part-time work alongside your study.
Thank you very much, Anushri. This question is quite peculiar. It says, is New Zealand as isolated as it looks? Are there many flights and ships to other countries?
Lots. There are lots and lots of flights. I mean, I wish I had a number. I unfortunately don't have a number. New Zealand is a very international country. It is very multicultural, and I think really a melting pot of Auckland specifically. And I think I just saw Damien put in something about some statistics around the Auckland population and the New Zealand population in general. But it is a very multicultural society, a very safe society, speaking from sort of personal experience now, and very, very well connected. It is very well connected to the rest of the world. So I would not say that we are isolated at all. It is a very, very international community. What else can I say about that? Apart from it is a beautiful country, and if you are looking for some isolation, it's a very, very beautiful country, but it's not isolated. It is very well connected to the rest of the world.
Thanks a lot, Anushri. I think it's very important information for international students that might be considering to move from their home countries right out of their comfort zone to a different country. So now I have quite a few questions about scholarships. So I know Damien had just put and also you. I see also you have put links and written information about it. So I don't know if you would like to talk a little bit about that. We have questions of scholarships in general, merit-based scholarships on academic excellence, and also for postgraduate programs specifically. So what can you tell our participants about that today?
Once again, have a look at our website for the scholarships that are on offer. I think I mentioned in my written response that scholarships tend to change as more new donors come on board, and they are donating money towards scholarships. So it's always a good idea to keep an eye on the scholarship website. Also, dates and deadlines can change as well. I've just seen Damien has put in some of the specific scholarships that our students might be interested in that are open to our postgraduate students. I think I've mentioned that there is a business master's scholarship. There's one specific one for domestic students, one specific one for international students. And they all, scholarship applications will generally open about 6 to 8 weeks before the intake commences with us. So again, so that's plenty of time. Actually, it's a bit longer when it comes to international students. It's more for domestic students. It would be 8 weeks, be about 3 months for the international students, just so that you've got that certainty, and then you can make your decisions about the finances as well. Most of those scholarships will require some kind of a personal statement from the applicant, really around how will you represent the program? Are you going to be an excellent ambassador? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about other things, your leadership. What are the qualities that you have acquired? And it is merit-based, so it will also, we will take both into account. So I can see Damien's putting up the specific scholarship information now. Please keep an eye out for those scholarships on our main scholarship page as well. You will start to see a lot of promotion from us as well if you are linked in with us on social media, or if you are on one of our newsletters, you will start to see those scholarship information coming through.
Thank you very much, Anushri. I will remind our students that they still have time to place their questions in the Q&A box. So that we can have here Anushri to answer them. In the meantime, Anushri, I would like to ask you about the career outcomes. If the University of Auckland Business School, we do know that is one of the top 100 universities in the world, but how about partnerships with companies or possibilities of doing networking and also internships?
Absolutely. It's a really good question, and I touched very lightly on that on the presentation, but it's great to be able to talk a little bit more in detail. So you would have heard some of our program directors today talk about projects. We have got real life projects within our company, with a company within our programs. So in your capstone quarter, which is often the last quarter of your study with us, you will have a capstone course within some programs where you are required to do a project with a real life company. It will be in a group environment, so you will be working as a group to solve real world business problems effectively. At the end of those 10 weeks that you are working to resolve this issue, you will then have a big presentation where the companies will come in and you actually get to present to the company what your solutions are for those particular problems. So it's a very, very exciting time. We're actually, we finished those last week, and I'm always quite gobsmacked and really taken by some of the creativity and the innovative solutions that our students come up with. It's really quite impressive. Apart from that, so I think to really emphasize that we have got these elements which are embedded into the curriculum. And again, just going back to how important all those skills are, those business skills. What are your leadership skills? Improving your own communication and presentation skills. So it's that I'd like to think a very holistic approach to your time for your time with us. Just touching a little bit on, Lucia, what you've asked around career support, and I can see Damien sending some information about that as well. We have got a dedicated careers manager, and part of her responsibilities, she's an absolute pro. She's out in the industry, she's talking to all these companies and bringing in these projects. But at the same time, she's running a number of workshops for our students. And it is everything from interview skills, networking with employers. She runs this really amazing thing around handshakes. You know, what does a handshake say about you when you meet with a prospective employer? And it's really impactful stuff and practical, very, very practical stuff. I don't think any of our students leave the first quarter of the program without creating a LinkedIn profile. So our careers manager works with all the students and really kind of starts to put yourself out there, and really this is the your master's journey that you need to really start talking about and thinking about employment at the end of it. So again, very proud of that dedicated service that we've got, which is a huge value add for our students.
Thank you, Nursery. And talking about connections with companies and employers, is it true that New Zealand is very well connected with the Asian market because of its connection, which is a very fast-growing market at the moment?
Absolutely. And so one of the really special things about being in the business school, I've always felt, is all our lecturers have got some real world experience. And these are people who have worked in the industry and are really trying to teach very relevant course content. And they've got connections all around the world through their own travels and the conferences that they go to. And so a number of our programs, today we didn't talk about all the programs in our suite of programs because some are very quite domestic oriented, but we've got lots of connections all around where we've got international study trips, not particularly within the business master's programs. So we one of the other things we always try and do is bring speakers from either an international arena or from companies, and often you will find that New Zealand businesses are going global at a very large scale. And of course, as you've mentioned, Lucia, Asia as a big business partner for us. Of course, all the good answers come to you afterwards, because I was thinking about how isolated we are in New Zealand. We're not that, we're about a 10-hour flight to Singapore. So it feels like a lot, but it's actually probably feels not lot to us because we do travel quite frequently. It's 2 hours to Sydney, almost close to 3 hours to Melbourne. Anywhere in Australia, we were laughing in the office, Damien and I, yesterday. It feels like a domestic flight when you go to Australia. So it is not very far at all, and so very, very well connected with flights as well. But just coming back to what you were saying, Lucia, very much connected with the global business world, be it Asia, be it Europe, and we try and incorporate those through speakers and company presentations and that kind of thing.
Thank you very much, and that's actually very interesting. And then another topic I would like to cover, because the student experience, it doesn't have to be all about studying or working. It can be a lot more. So what can you say about extracurricular activities, outdoor activities, and other things the students can do at Auckland outside from studying and working?
Absolutely. And I would have failed today if I maybe have overemphasized these career-oriented things, but it's actually also about having fun. And one of again, the ethos that we have within my team is we are really dedicated to this cohort approach. So when students begin within a program, they travel as a cohort throughout their journey with us for the 15 months that they are going to be with us in their master's program. There are lots of fun events that we will organize as well. So the student experience is a really big part, and it's not just going to the more academic events, but it's actually the social side. So I talked about orientation. We've just welcomed about 400 new students, international and domestic students, in September. Within that Q4 intake. And during orientation, we actually had a 4-week social arrangements that we had that students could join us for. So within that, there was a lot of icebreakers, pizza nights. We had a movie night where we just got some popcorn and watched some movies. We also went off to the Auckland Museum on one day, which is fantastic for international students to really get their bearing around Auckland as well. We really like to reinforce our senior students are and have a really amazing network of student ambassadors who then help the new students coming in. And again, I find that really powerful when you're working with peers and other seniors who've been through that experience and that program. And so they all sort of connect socially as well and help to support that transition to New Zealand and into our programs. We will often have end of cohort. We will almost always have end of cohort celebrations, and then about midway through a particular cohort, when a big assignment has been submitted, we'll often the program director will be like, let's get some pizzas and let's have a relaxing social get together, and then there'll be an end of cohort celebration. So there are lots of I think we're quite big, and I'm really proud that we're quite big on celebrating our students' milestones and achievements. And we do that really, socially as well. So a lot of other events. Again, a lot of extracurricular. Within the university, we really encourage students to think about joining clubs and societies. There are lots of them. There are hundreds of student clubs. You will find something. My particular favorite one is the dessert club. I don't know what they do there. I'm not a member. It sounds to me quite dangerous. Maybe they sit around and eat desserts all day. But if you're interested in something, you will find a club. And that's an excellent way of meeting other students. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of going on a tour for this fantastic new recreation center that the university has built. Again, I'd encourage you to go online and have a look at the virtual tour. It was 7 floors, packed with cycling tracks and swimming lanes, and it was really amazing. So these are all the excellent facilities that students have available, and we're constantly encouraging students not just about getting those A's and passing your courses. It's actually about your mental and physical well-being, and it's so important to stay connected with each other and with us.
Thank you very much about that, Nursery. So I don't see that we have any more questions in our Q&A box. And Damien is working very hard to give you a lot of very detailed information and the reference of all the links where you can find the information. So I will start by sharing myself the link to obtain the certificate of attendance issued by DocCity. It is a very quick survey that you can fill out. Just make sure to put your right email address because the certificate will arrive right in your inbox. So now that we are coming to the end, okay, I see, yes, Christina is asking about available PhD programs in the University of Auckland. Damien is typing the information, but in the meantime, for the rest of the participants, I'm not sure, would you like to comment something about the PhD programs available?
Absolutely. So we do have a fantastic PhD program. Again, a little different to the other programs that we have talked about, as you can imagine, because it does require that students have completed at least a master's degree with either a first-class honors or a second-class first division. Once again, have a look at our website for equivalent GPAs of what that might mean for your degree coming from your country. We would encourage you, if you're applying for a PhD, have a look online. Of course, there's a lot of information available, but start to do some research around what your topic might be. Start to research who your supervisor might be. And it's really amazing. I've worked with a number of PhD students, and they start with an idea, and the idea completely forms into something else when you start talking to the different supervisors. So when you apply for your PhD, you are asked to provide your proposed supervisor information. And as part of making a decision on your PhD application, we the university will ensure that the supervisor is on board with taking over supervision of your PhD. And often there will be a period that you'll be working with the supervisor before you even receive an offer to really finesse that PhD topic before you are accepted to the university to complete a PhD. So those would be my tips. Start to do a bit of research. If you've got some idea about what your topics are, start to reach out to some of those supervisors. You can just start with a real basic search on the website and try and find some experts and do some reaching out. Of course, you'll have to write a bit of a proposal as part of that PhD application, and the supervisors can guide you on that. And of course, the GPA information. Sorry.
Thank you. Don't worry, Anushri. So I would also like to invite to the screen to our Damien. If you would like to go live and leave a final message to our participants to encourage them to be part of the University of Auckland community. Hi, Sam.
Hi everyone,
Sorry,
my name is Damien. Hi everyone, my name is Damien. I'm the Business Development Manager of the professional program. Thank you everyone joining us today. So I've been working really hard to trying to answer your questions. So if you have any further questions, you can definitely after this webinar can reach us out, by emails and also reach out to Doc City. So Doc City will pass your information to us and we will keep you in touch. And if you have anything about your career development, if you have any question about how to choosing a program where you want to study, and we will definitely here to help you. And remember what Anushri says, we will assist you to start your journey from beginning to the end, which is you will study with us about from 12 months to 18 months, and we will definitely see you on campus in the future. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Damien. Anushri, any final message to our participants tonight?
Thank you, Lucy. I feel like they've heard a lot from me today, but my final thoughts would really be just this, that to echo what Damien has already said, that thank you for coming today. I hope that's the first step to really start on your postgraduate journey, hopefully with the University of Auckland and hopefully with the business school. It is an amazing adventure. I also always reflect on my own postgraduate journey, and it really is an amazing adventure, and we really want you to make the most of it. So we really look forward to working alongside you. Please reach out and we will be in touch to answer any questions that you have got. And we just really look forward to welcoming you on board.
Thanks a lot to both of you for being here. It is really, really early in New Zealand where they're located at the moment, so it was a really big effort and a really big sacrifice to be here and also available live to answer to all of your questions. Thank you very much for that. Also to Karen, who organized all this, and to all the people who were in the video registering their contribution to this webinar. To our participants, remember that you have all the information that Damien put there for you, and also the link to obtain the certificate of attendance. We are going to send you the link to rewatch this video. You will have it tomorrow in your inbox, together with some further information about the University of Auckland. So this event has come to an end. So thank you all again to our participants, especially to the ones who stayed until the end. And on behalf of Doc City, I hope to see you again in the next webinars organized by Doc City and the University of Auckland. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.